Space is silent. No air, no molecules to carry a wave. Scream in a vacuum and nothing happens. Nothing at all. That's the rule. In 1977, a spacecraft left Earth carrying instruments built to listen anyway. It found something, and scientists still don't fully agree on what to call it. This is the sound space isn't supposed to make. Let's be precise about the rule, because it matters. Sound needs a medium: air, water, metal, something for the vibration to travel through. Space is mostly empty, a vacuum. So when people say space is silent, they're right. No astronaut has ever heard an explosion outside their ship. No supernova has ever produced a bang you could hear standing nearby. But here's the part most people never learn. Space isn't completely empty. It's threaded with something else, something invisible: plasma, charged particles, magnetic fields, stretching for millions of miles. And those fields move. They oscillate. They pulse. They ripple, the way water ripples when something disturbs it. Spacecraft can detect those ripples. And when scientists convert them into audio, something happens that nobody expected. Voyager 1 leaves Earth. Its mission: photograph the outer planets, then keep going. Forever, if it has to. On board is an instrument called the Plasma Wave Subsystem. Its job is simple: measure the electric fields around the spacecraft. For decades, it does exactly that. Quiet data, routine data. Then, in 2012, Voyager 1 crosses a boundary. The heliopause, the edge of the sun's influence, the last thin membrane between our solar system and true interstellar space. Nothing like this has ever been crossed by a human-made object. And the instrument starts picking up something strange: a tone, not random noise, a structured, oscillating signal, plasma vibrating in the space between stars. NASA converts it to sound. It doesn't sound like static. It sounds like a low, sustained hum, almost musical, almost deliberate. Scientists call it interstellar plasma density, a real, measurable phenomenon. But the recording unsettles people who hear it for a different reason. It sounds like something breathing. And Voyager wasn't the last spacecraft to hear it. Something similar was waiting at Saturn. The Cassini spacecraft arrives at Saturn. It carries a similar instrument, designed to catch radio and plasma emissions in Saturn's magnetic field. What it records is stranger than Voyager's hum: rising and falling tones, layered, almost like voices, overlapping in a language with no words. NASA nicknamed it Saturn's radio storm. The physical cause is understood: electrons spiraling along magnetic field lines, generating radio emissions at auroral latitudes, similar to Earth's own auroras, just far more powerful. But knowing the cause doesn't make it less eerie. Because Saturn's song changes, it shifts with the planet's rotation. It has rhythm. It has structure that scientists are still mapping today. Jupiter does something similar. So does our own planet. Earth's magnetosphere sings too in chorus waves, a real term researchers use because early recordings sounded like a dawn chorus of birds. A planet humming to itself in a language of pure electromagnetism. None of it is audible. Not really. We can't hear any of this with human ears in space. Every recording is a translation, electromagnetic frequency converted into the range we can process. But here's the unsettling part. Why does it sound like that? Why do these translated signals so often land on something the human brain reads as organic, as alive? Some researchers think it's simple pattern matching. Our brains evolved to find meaning in sound. Give it a rhythm and we'll hear a voice in it, even if there isn't one. But others point to something deeper. Plasma waves in space and neural signals in a human brain both follow similar mathematical patterns: oscillation, resonance, feedback loops, different systems, different scales, same underlying physics. Maybe that's why it sounds familiar. Maybe we're not hearing a message. We're hearing the universe doing what any complex system does: oscillating, resonating, finding rhythm in chaos. Not intention, structure. One more. The Rosetta spacecraft arrives at Comet 67P. It detects oscillations in the comet's magnetic field, later dubbed, informally, the comet's song, a repeating eerie tone pulsing every few seconds. Scientists traced it to activity in the comet's coma, charged particles interacting with the surrounding plasma as ice sublimated off the surface. Explainable, documented, published, and still, when you hear the recording, something in you resists the explanation. It sounds like it's calling. Here's the truth, and it's stranger than any theory. Space really is silent. No sound has ever crossed